Hey everyone, welcome to part 2 of this Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion Trophy Guide. We're going to go through a lot of content in this video, there's a lot to do, and we're going to do everything necessary for Chapter 2, so let's go ahead and get straight into it.
What's with Angeal? How long is he gonna slack off like this? It's already been a month. Sephiroth's no help either. Lumping Angeal together with Genesis. Genesis is a deserter who took a bunch of seconds and thirds along with him. He used copies of himself to attack us. Angeal wouldn't condone something like that. His soldier honor means way too much to him. Everything's so messed up now. Angeal, just come back to us.
Soldier second class, Zach.
That would be me. Who is this?
Director Lazard wants to see you. Go to the briefing room.
Hey, wait! Who was that? Any word on Angeal?
He hasn't contacted his family either.
So what's this about?
A new assignment. I want you to go to the hometown of our missing soldier first class, Genesis.
Huh?
According to the parents, they've had no contact with Genesis whatsoever. But they can't be trusted.
Why?
They're his family. I had already dispatched some staff, but we've lost contact. I want you to go and investigate. He will go with you.
Song of the Turks.
This job is looking really gloomy.
Let me know when you're ready to go.
Following the cutscene, we automatically get Sung added to the DMW along with his limit break called Airstrike. Also, as we use those limit breaks more and continue to grow that bond, we might get little flashbacks and memories from Zack that pop up in battle.
Oh, excuse me. Hello?
Oh, hey, it's Kunzel. Did you read my mail?
Not yet. I'll read it later. I'm in a meeting in the briefing room right now.
Gotcha. Hey, can I talk to you after that?
I'm kind of busy, but if you can keep it short...
Yeah, that's fine. All right, I'll be outside the briefing room.
This pop-up explains that we can unlock summons, and then the DMW will change to a summon mode in battle. I'll show you that very soon. You automatically get a new mail from Kunzel, so we'll check that out in just a second, and we also unlocked a lot of side missions, and we'll be doing those as well. So here's the letter from Kunzel, what I think about Angeal, we'll just mark that one as red, and then what we want to do is to ignore Sung for right now, don't talk to him, instead we're going to go out, and then we can talk to this guy over here.
Before you go out on a mission, you should always remember to check the supply pod. You know, because we're not notified when it's been restocked. Rumor has it that it's because of the company's cost-cutting measures.
Let's go ahead and check out those supply pods. Number 6 is available for us. We'll open it up and get a Thunder Materia. Now we're going to head over toward the save point and save the game real fast. Reminder that what I like to do is to not override the save at the beginning of the chapter. I'll create a new save slot. In this case, I'll do it on save slot number 4. Let's dive into the missions now. We can see that there are a lot of them that are available to us. We'll go to M4 to end the war with Wutai, and then pursue the Remnants and Wutai units found. There is a trophy for getting all of those missions completed. You do not have to collect all of the treasure boxes throughout throughout them, so you can largely skip that, and for the most part you can skip all of the monsters just by hugging the walls around here. So if you don't want to get in fights with most of the monsters, feel free just to ignore them and hug the walls. I'll be doing that for the majority of the missions. However, if you want to do some extra leveling up, both your character level and the materia levels that you have, feel free to fight the extra monsters. There's nothing wrong with doing some extra fighting, especially at the beginning of the game, to get stronger. I'm not going to talk through all of the missions. There are many of them. We're not going to do all of the ones that are available to us, however. We're going to do a lot of them, but save the tougher ones for a little bit later on when they become easier for us. I am posting a list of all of the missions that we're going to do in the description, so feel free to reference that. I'm not going to talk through all of them because I feel like that would be really boring and repetitive for you, but if there is something very important, then I will note that as a separate chapter within the content section, so you can jump to it with a time skip just like that. So we completed this mission, very simple. A lot of them are just run somewhere, kill something, and then the mission's over. We do get little rewards for doing those things, as well as a bigger reward. You can see Thunderblade is something that we get when we complete 5% of the missions, and about every 5% or so is when we'll be getting a new, bigger, better item for that. So here we are beginning the second mission here. We have to run over and take out the larger enemies. We fought them already as a boss earlier. These ones are pretty simple as well. Just make sure you attack them to try to lower their ability power, and we're going to take these guys out no problem. If you want to get some extra critical hits, just make sure you go around to the back side of them, heal up as necessary. Your cure materia will do that just fine. No real reason to use a lot of potions or anything. If you happen to get that no MP ability or no AP, just go crazy and release all of your magic attacks or your abilities. At the end of every one of these missions, your health, MP, and AP are fully refilled, so you can just keep using them every single battle. You don't really have to hold back on a lot of these things, especially given how short these missions are. And if you skip most of the other side enemies throughout the missions, then you really will have all of your MP and AP waiting for you when you get to the final monster, which is always going to be visible on the map. It is not a random encounter. You will see them on the map and can run right up to them and begin combat with them. So let's just finish off these enemies real quick, and then we're going to proceed on. I'm not going to talk through the rest of the missions. I will, like I said earlier, put them all in the description so that you can make sure that you're referencing them, and we're going to continue on from there. So enjoy the rest of this fight, and I'll see you when we get to another important part, and you'll note that inside the chapters menu where you'll see a timestamp for the next important mission.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode.
Out of the way! Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on! Got him! 4 months over! Here we go! Go, go, go! Oh
Conflict
yeah!
resolved. Activating combat mode.
See it! Bringing out the big guns! Here we go! Go, go, go! Take that! Take that!
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode.
Got him! Brace yourself!
Concentrate.
I'm feeling it!
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode.
Prove your honor to me.
I got it. yourself!
Prove your honor to me.
I got it!
Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Later!
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode.
Later!
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode.
Out of the way! Take that!
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode.
Later! Take that!
combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode.
Take that! Got him!
Warm-up's over!
Concentrate.
I'm feeling it!
Conflict resolved.
Later! Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on! Take that!
Better run for it!
Here we go! Go, go, go! Got him! Take that!
Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode.
Take that! Oh
Conflict
yeah!
resolved. Activating combat mode.
Take that!
combat mode.
Out of the way! Take that! Take that! Got him! Later! Hey!
Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode.
Bring it on!
Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode.
Take that!
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode.
Brace yourself!
Is this the end?
No, not if I can help it!
Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Okay, here we go with a rematch with Ifrit. This is a very easy fight. All we have to do is keep spamming that blizzard spell. Try to keep your distance, and as a reminder, it does take a second for that crystal to form above his head and then drop. So if you try to hit a moving target, you're probably going to miss with that one. But if you find him trying to cast Flame Shot or something, that's a good time to try to hit him with that. Just keep your distance, let him attack, and then use your Blizzard just to keep rolling out of the way to avoid damaging yourself too much. If you see his ability pop up, just keep spamming him with Blizzard. You should be able to take it out no problem, and hopefully you do get that no MP cost bonus to make you go through this fight very simply. And with that done, then we are going to get a new image for the DMW, and this is going to be Ifrit, and that's going to also allow us to summon him in battle, which is pretty cool. The summon system works a little bit differently from the other Final Fantasy games, and I'll show you what that's like in the very next mission that we're going to take on. So here you see a little blurb about the DMW summon mode. Basically, when it lines up, then you'll be able to push in the left and right analog sticks at the same time. That is the L3 and R3 button on the PlayStation controller, and then that will activate the summon, and it works just like a limit break. Here's the mission where we have to hunt down the Raijincho. The first enemies that you encounter, the Spriggans, are very weak to Blizzard, so just spam that and they should go down incredibly quickly. And you can notice that the DMW is turning purple, and that shows that it turns into summon mode, and I do in fact get Ifrit to show up in this fight. So I'm going to go ahead and activate that with the left and right analog sticks, pressing those in at the same time, and we get a cool little video that goes along with it. And once that's done, then it will do its damage and the fight will be over. They've all been eliminated. We do master our Blizzard spell, so that's pretty cool. We now have a very strong Blizzard spell available to us. Let's move forward, and then we're going to find that Raijincho right ahead of us here. He's flapping his wings. He's also very weak to fire, so feel free to hit him with that fire spell. I also just so happen to get the Ifrit summon again, so I'll go ahead and use that. Whenever you get those limit breaks or the summons, you get a whole lot of SP, so it's really beneficial when you get these things.
Over.
Well, he's almost dead now. Let's just take him out quickly with another fire spell, and that will be the end of the missions for right now. We'll do a few more of them in a little bit, but we have to do some certain things to unlock those other missions. Let's just go ahead and end this mission section. You can go ahead and save the game if you want to, just to lock in that progress. And then what we're going to do is to head on out of the building. Again, we're not going to talk to Sung right now, so even though we're being prompted to go make preparations and then speak with him, we're going to ignore him, and instead we're going to go out this briefing room door, which is right next to the save point.
Hey, Zach. Word of advice? You should go places and do stuff before missions. You know, so you don't have any regrets. So, what do you say we go down to 1 and head to Sector 8? Here we are, Sector 8. Okay, Now, we should split up.
Wait, what? You brought me here just to ditch me?
Don't you get it? This is for you. You usually have so little time before assignments, and you can get more done if you're on your own. If you want to go back, go that way. See ya, Zach. I'll be in touch.
Well, the first thing that we're going to do is to join a couple fan clubs. There is a trophy for joining them all. So what we're going to do is head over toward the right side of the fountain. We'll see a woman here in a business suit. Let's go talk to them.
Excuse me, but are you with Soldier?
Soldier Operative Zach, yes.
Zach? I've never heard of you. You must be Soldier second rate.
We were just talking about who the greatest Soldier member is. For me, it's Angeal. He's so straight-laced and thrifty to boot.
If we're talking about the greatest in Soldier, I can't think of anyone other than Sephiroth. Just imagining him walking around shirtless is enough to make me swoon.
You two don't know what you're talking about. This is the age of Genesis. There's nobody better in Soldier than him.
Soldier first classes have a big female following, it looks like.
Talk to the lady again.
What sets Genesis's fan club apart is that we're better funded than other fan clubs. We have a very generous sponsor that's backing us. And we sell various merchandise too. How about it? Would you like to join Red Leather, the premier Genesis fan club?
Count me in.
As a perk of new membership, you automatically gain a chance to win a replica of Genesis's rapier. Oh, it looks like you just received your first newsletter.
Now we're going to go talk to the other woman in the skirt nearby.
Would you like to join Keepers of Honor, a fan club dedicated to Angeal? If you join now, you'll get our recent newsletters that include bits of Angeal's official profile.
I would love to join.
Welcome! You are now an official member of Keepers of Honor. See? You just received your first newsletter.
You should automatically get 2 pieces of mail, the Genesis Fan Club Newsletter 666, as well as the Angeal Fan Club Letter 311. So let's mark those as read. Then we're going to turn back toward the fountain, and we're going to run straight past the fountain into the street with the red tint to it, and that will take us over into Loveless Avenue. There's 2 things we have to do here. First, turn toward the right. You'll see a Shinra soldier ahead of you. Go talk to him.
Oh, thanks for patrolling Midgar.
You're with Soldier, I see. But what business do you have here?
Well, no business really.
It is the duty of the 18th Squad of the Shinra Security Department to patrol the streets of Sector 8. Anyone who disturbs the peace in Sector 8, soldier or not, will be dealt with.
Whoa now, take it easy there, guy.
This is actually good timing. I have something to say. What Midgar needs right now is not Soldier.
What do you mean?
Who is it that finds lost children and takes them back to their mothers? Who is it that catches the crooks who steal change from vending machines? Who is it that warns young people talking loudly on their phones in trains? That is all us. So, who Midgar really needs is the Shinra Security Department.
Thanks for your service?
You won't be so arrogant for much longer. We'll be holding a joint training session with Soldier soon. Security against Soldier. We'll find out soon enough who the true elites are.
That unlocks a new series of missable missions, so we have to get those and then complete them. Let's go back to the intersection, turn right, and run down the street past the Goblin's Bar and speak to the woman behind the trash can.
Loveless. An epic tale of doomed love and shattered friendships. It's a classic that's even been adapted for the stage, and a production is put on every year. I am a member of the Study Group, a fan club devoted to Genesis. We study Loveless to gain deeper insight into the work that Genesis loves so much. We began as a group that studied the loveless text within Red Leather, another Genesis fan club. However, we grew tired of the shallow fandom prevalent in Red Leather, so we broke off from them. So, would you like to join the study group and delve deep into the loveless text, like Genesis?
Sure, I'll join.
Welcome. You are now a fellow worshiper of Loveless. Oh, I think you just got new mail. Why don't you take a look?
And we do get a new piece of mail. Let's turn around to go back to the intersection and then go right. As we run past this truck, we do get another piece of mail from Shinra News. So you can see we have an invitation to Loveless that we can read, as well as the other personnel announcement 0012. Once we've read both of those, let's go back and we're going to run back toward the fountain until we get back into the Sector 8 fountain area. From here, we're going to turn toward the right and go down this little alleyway here that will take us back into the Shinra building. We do get a little note here about materia generation in the materia room. We'll be doing that in just a moment. Let's start heading up the stairs, and as we run toward the back of the second floor, then we can get to these doors so we can open them up and go over to the soldier floor.
Hey, Zach. You're wanted in the briefing room. There's a Turk waiting, so you should hurry. I had no idea things were so hectic. Sorry I distracted you.
Where's the briefing room again?
Ugh. For real? The briefing room's right there. You see it? Man, are you alright? You'd better go now, Zach. Hey, good luck out there. I'll mail you when I have time.
We didn't want to go back to that briefing room just yet because we have other side content to do. Let's go over past the briefing room door, and then we're going to turn toward the right at the end of the hallway, and the materia room is on our left, so let's go inside there. There's a scientist right ahead of us. Talk to him.
Naturally formed materia are extremely rare, but Mako stones are relatively easy to obtain. A Mako stone is crystallized materia, made of concentrated Mako energy. It doesn't function as materia, but if we process it here, we can make it into materia. Soldiers sometimes runs Mako stone excavation missions. You should go sometime.
This unlocks a new series of missions as well. Let's go ahead and leave the materia room, and then when we're outside, we can continue pretty much straight ahead a little bit toward the left, and you'll see that there's a save point right here, and we're going to take out another couple series of missions. So once again, I'm going to throw those in the description. We're going to start off by going mission 1-2-1 challenge from security. We're going to do all of these missions in a row, and then we're going to take out the other section that we just got as well. So I'm going to put those in the description. Just follow along with the video, and then we'll be done in a moment.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode.
Got him! Oh
Conflict
yeah!
resolved. Activating combat mode.
Bring it on!
Conflict resolved.
I admit that you bested us in today's training. But the troops that participated in the exercise are amateurs. Many of them have never seen real combat. Don't expect the same results next time.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Yeah.
Damn. Another loss to Soldier. Next time, we won't hold back. You've taken advantage of the sportsmanship we've shown. The third day of our joint training session, I guarantee, will be a day of shame for Soldier.
Activating combat mode.
Out of the way!
Conflict resolved.
Later!
Activating combat mode.
Got him! See it! Take that! Oh
Conflict
yeah!
resolved. Activating combat mode.
Got him! Oh yeah!
Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode.
Bring it on! Later!
Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode.
Take that! See it! Later!
Conflict
Oh
resolved.
yeah!
Activating combat mode.
Got him! Brace yourself!
Concentrate.
I'm feeling it! Oh yeah!
Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode. Conflict
Oh, yeah.
resolved.
Yes, we have yet to win against you in training, but I know the reason why. It's the budget disparity between Soldier and Security. I hear the Science Department performs enhancement procedures on you. We in Security don't depend on medical enhancements.
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode.
Bring it on!
Conflict resolved.
Our budget negotiations have borne fruit. Director Heidegger has authorized us to test new weapons in combat. There is no way we will lose to you now.
Activating combat mode.
Take that! Got him!
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode.
Take that! Later! Oh yeah!
Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode.
Take that!
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Even with new weapons, we still couldn't win. What are we lacking? What is it? Very well. The next session is our last. We'll settle all scores then. If we lose again, I will concede that Midgar needs Soldier more than us.
You can see this big arachno boss up ahead. It actually is another boss that we'll be fighting a little bit later on in the video. The main thing is to attack it from the back. If you attack the big ball thing on the back of it, you'll do critical damage to that. Just stay away from its front and you'll be okay.
Take out enemies with one blow. Now, do it. One blow, all right?
I could use a demo. Fine, let's do this. Yes, got it in one blow.
That one was too weak. Now, again.
That was one of the DMW memories that we get from time to time. We'll be seeing lots of those going forward. We also have a now heightened emotional state, which will allow us to get better results in the DMW. We can do a level 4 Octaslash here that'll do a good bit of damage to the enemy, and we also need to watch out for a couple of these enemies' attacks. Like the Super EM field, it just has an area of effect circle around it. Get out of that or you'll probably die if you stand in it. It can also try to do things like stop you. It does have a spider web attack that it will jump up in the air, turn around, and shoot at you. All you really have to do is strafe to one side or the other. Just keep moving and you shouldn't get hit by that. If you do get hit by it, all it's really going to do is to stop you for a few seconds, but the enemy doesn't really ever take advantage of that. So as long as you're a little bit far away from it, then you don't have to worry about it too much. So here's a spider web shooting at you. Just run to the side and then go back to attacking it from the back. Very easy fight. It just takes a little while and you just have to stay away from it for the most part. So I'm going to let this one play out and then we'll be all set with this battle very soon.
Warm-up's over.
Concentrate.
I'm feeling it.
Alright, there you go. Conflict resolved and this mission's over. After completing those 6 missions, we do get a notice to report to the unit captain at Loveless Avenue. That's very important for working on a trophy. We'll do that in just a little while. But for right now, we're going to go to Mission 6, Seeking Precious Items. -1, Looking for Items, -5, Buried in the Caverns. It is a 4-star mission, but don't worry, it's not too difficult. And we want to do this to start unlocking another one of the summons for us. Let's go following the left-hand side. We just have to hug this wall to avoid most of the fights in this area. And then we can open up this treasure chest. We're not going to fight that bomb enemy because that will end the mission. Instead, we're going to head back the other way. We have to take out a couple of these Mandragoras. They are weak to fire, and the bomb enemy nearby is very weak to blizzard. So let's take those out very quickly, and then we're going to continue forward toward that ramp. We can open up this treasure chest, and then we're going to go up the ramp and toward the right side. There's going to be a Tonberry enemy up here. Now, typically in Final Fantasy, Tonberries are very dangerous, and that is still true in Crisis Core, so we definitely want to keep our distance. We can hit it with magic. When it uses kitchen knife, it's prepping itself for the next time we are in melee range for it, where it will stab us and do a lot of damage. What you can do is you can attack it and then immediately roll away. It will swing at you with a kitchen knife, but it will miss. You just don't want to stay inside of its melee range, or it's going to do a lot of damage to you.
Whoa!
What's the matter now?
I was looking for materia, and now I'm late for my assignment.
I see. But where's your sword? Don't you need that too?
Ah!
Ever the restless puppy.
Alright, so we're just going to finish it off really fast. This isn't a difficult fight, you just have to keep your distance or do those hit and run tactics to take it out. Alright, the Tonberry's down, and that will unlock another mission as soon as we leave this place, but we still have to take care of that bomb enemy. Just follow the path back down the hill, and then we're going to go straight ahead and take out the bomb in front of us. Not a very difficult fight.
Activating combat mode.
Out of the way. Brace yourself.
Concentrate.
I'm feeling it.
Conflict resolved.
The end. Oh yeah.
We unlocked mission 6-1-6 as well as mission 10 down below in the Mysteries of the World. We're just going to finish off these mission 6-1s real quick with item in the coal mines 2. This one isn't very difficult either, although it does have quite a few stars on it. It's very similar to the last mission, and that one wasn't too much of a problem for us. So run forward, just kind of stick to the walls if you want to avoid most of the fights. Whenever there's a narrow passageway, that's a good time to cross over. You really just don't want to spend a lot of time running through the middle of the wider open sections. If you look at the map, there's kind of big circular areas and then little narrower areas connecting them. It's the narrow areas that tend not to have fights and the wider open areas that have the fights in them. So it's a pretty easy indication for where the fights are and where they aren't. Little bit of fire takes out all those mandragoras, and this mission's over almost as soon as it began. We unlock mission 6-3-1. Let's go ahead and look at it. It's inside the Seeking Precious Items one, and we can go down to Zack the Treasure Hunter. Items in the Plains has 5 stars. It's a little bit outside of our range for right now. We probably could make it work, but it's going to be a lot easier in the future once we level up some more and have some better spells on our side and better materia. So let's skip this one for right now. We'll head back, and then we're going to go down to mission 8, Zack the Materia Hunter, and go down to Mako stones. We have to go through these 6 missions in a row. They're not very difficult, so I'm just going to let these ones play out, and then I'll see you on the other side of it all when we will have completed all 6, and then we can go back to the Mako researcher inside the materia room for our reward.
Better run for it. Here we go. Go, go, go!
Conflict resolved.
Later!
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on!
Conflict resolved. combat mode. Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode.
Oh yeah!
Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode. Activating combat mode.
Take that! Got him!
Conflict resolved.
Later! Oh yeah!
Activating combat mode.
Out of the way!
Conflict resolved.
Yeah.
Activating combat mode.
At this point, we've collected all 6 of the different Mako stones. That's going to be very useful for getting a trophy later on, and that also means that we've completed all 6 of the missions related to those Mako stones. So at this point, there is another couple missions that we can do. They are the Tonberry quests. We're not going to do them just yet, but what we want to do first is to actually go and switch up our equipment a little bit. So we're going to go to the equipment menu, and I'm going to go down to the accessories, because we've been picking up some pretty good accessories that will make things a little bit easier for us. So look through them. You can change up your build a little bit depending on what you want to do, but there are a few that I think really stand out at this point. Number 1 is the silver armlet. Not only does it boost our MP by 40%, but it prevents silence. This is really good for using magic, which is incredibly powerful on these short missions. The second accessory that really stands out to me would be the Shinra Alpha. It raises our vitality by 40 points. We get a little bit of an HP reduction, but that's okay. We have significantly higher defense now thanks to that big vitality boost. So the Shinra Alpha and the Silver Armlet are good. We have a Mastered Fire Materia, but we also have a Fire Materia. You probably have a couple of them by this point. I do recommend equipping one of the Firas just so that we can start leveling it up. It does require a little bit more MP, but its strength is significantly better than the normal fire spell. So make sure that those are equipped, and then once you're all ready, now we're going to go into the missions to Mission 10, Mysteries of the World, Tonberry quest, and find the Tonberry. There's only 3 Tonberry related quests. The first quest has you just take out 1 Tonberry, which is pretty easy. We did it before. The second mission has us take out a group of Tonberries. A little bit more difficult, but the process is still the same. You just want to do hit and run tactics or hit them from a distance with magic, and you can take it out pretty easily. And then finally, there is the Master Tonberry. That one's a little bit trickier just because it can do some teleporting and try to get in close to you, but as long as you stay mobile, it's not too difficult. So I'm going to let it mostly play out, but then I'm going to come back in on that last mission just to talk a little bit more about that Master Tonberry, and then we'll have wrapped up all 3 of the Tonberry quests, and we will also get Tonberry to be added as a DMW image for us. So I'll see you in just a few minutes when we get to the Master Tonberry.
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on!
Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode. Activating combat mode.
Prove your honor to me.
I got it. over.
Concentrate.
I'm feeling it.
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on!
Alright, here is the Master Tonberry. You can see he's got the star above his head that denotes him from the other Tonberries in this area. And you can see that when he uses Kitchen Knife, he will often teleport and try to get a stab in on you. This one moves a lot quicker than his other Tonberry counterparts. So make sure that you stay mobile in this fight, try to hit him and then get out of the way. And he can attack using Karma, that's just a distance attack. It doesn't do very much damage though, so you don't have to worry too much about that. The main game is just watch for when he uses Kitchen Knife and then just get out of the way, keep moving, and you should be okay. Use your magic, especially the Fire spell. It does some pretty good damage against him, and especially if you get it with the no MP cost addition, then you're able to do that pretty easily. So just keep hitting him from a distance and work your way through it. If you're having a very hard time with this one, you can actually skip this because we will be completing this mission again a little bit later on. There's going to be another enemy that we have to fight inside this stage, and we're going to do it later on after we have the gravity materia ready to go. So with that, you can use the gravity spell on the Master Tonberry, and it will do a ton of damage to him. The first time you cast it, it does the full 9,999 damage to him, so you're able to do a lot of damage in a short amount of time. It really reduces the amount of time necessary to defeat this guy. So if you want to save that for later, we can definitely do that, and I will show this mission again in a future part when we get to a later chapter. We'll be a lot stronger and we'll have better spells available to us to make this a little bit simpler. So you don't need to complete this one just yet. If you don't want to, you can definitely save it for later on as well. So I'm just going to let this one finish out for you, and then we're going to see what we get at the end of it and then move on after all these missions are complete. We're going to collect our various rewards and then move into the story mission proper. So I'll see you again in a few minutes when this fight is over. Alright, he's finally down. We defeated the Master Tonberry, and we got the Tonberry's knife. That adds him to the DMW with the Murderous Thrust summon ability. That's kind of cool. I'll show that in just a little while. So now that that's done, we also get a little explanation here when we get back that there is the Chocobo mode to the DMW. It just changes things up a little bit, not too important for us right now, so we'll be seeing that in a little while. If we go back into the missions, at this point, if you've completed them all, we have completed 10% of all the missions, and we get a titanium bangle as our reward, and the next one is an attack Mako stone at the 15% of mission completion. There are 2 missions that we haven't completed yet that are available to us. The first one is Items in the Plains. It's a 5-star. There's no real reason for us to try to tackle that one right now, so we're going to put a pause on that and come back to it later. The second one is the Search for Wutai Remnants. Although it's just a 4-star, the enemy is very difficult. We don't quite have the things that we need to beat it easily yet, so we're going to put a pause on that one as well. Let's go ahead and make a save real quick, and we can see that we jumped all the way from level 10 up to level 14 at this point, so we're doing well. If you're not level 14, that's okay. You're probably somewhere in that ballpark, and that's alright. Let's go by the nearby Materia room, and we're going to enter it, and then straight ahead of us is going to be a Materia researcher. Let's go ahead and talk to him.
Hey, you have a Mako stone with you already. Can you leave that with us possibly? We can make it into Materia.
We have 6 different Mako stones, and we need to give them all to him. We've got to do this essentially 6 different times. And for the first time, I'm going to say by all means, and that gives us an extra cutscene. If you say no way, then it just makes the whole process a lot quicker. So I'm just going to let this play out. You just have to talk to this guy 6 different times in a row to get your trophy.
Main engine is on standby. Just give the word.
Main engine online. Report Mako concentration rate.
Concentration rate at 20, 30, 40. Steady at 50%.
Increase main engine output. The first 30 seconds of the process is crucial.
Aye, aye, sir. Output 80% and rising.
Concentration still static.
Ready cooling system. Increase Mako output to maximum.
Output at 120%. 1 minute until we reach critical point.
Mako energy concentration rate is rising. 70, 80, 90% and still going up.
All right, hang on, we're almost there.
Concentration rate confirmed at 100%.
Shut down main engine.
Main engine shutdown confirmed. Hello, Materia.
The Materia's complete. And it's a good one. It was made from your Mako stone, so this Materia belongs to you. Actually, it's been a long time since we made any Materia here in the Materia room. Like everyone, we have our problems.
We got the Asuna Materia, and then it's going to be done with that sequence. We're going to just talk to him again and then repeat that a few more times until we get our trophy.
You have a Mako stone with you already. Can you leave that with us possibly? We can make it into Materia. Oh yeah, if you want, you can Thanks to you, we had the opportunity to make new Materia. Let's see, your name was Zach, correct? I'll remember that. Hey, you have a Mako stone with you already. Can you leave that? Oh yeah, if you want. Sadly, our days of working together may be coming to an end now. Hey, can you? Oh yeah, if you want. I can't thank you enough, but I'm afraid that the Materia room will be shut down soon. Materia research and development is spearheaded by Arms Development, which is under the command of Director Scarlet. But the Materia Room belongs to the Soldier Department. The Materia Room's underperformance is due to lack of funds and staff, unlike the well-endowed Arms Development. Hey, you have a Mako stone with you already. Can you... Oh yeah, if you want, you can... We can always count on you to come through for us, Zach. I'm happy to report to you, our Materia's reputation has been growing as of late. So much so, in fact, that Director Scarlet, who wanted to shut us down, was humiliated at a board meeting. As it stands, the Materia Room's performance is neck and neck with Arms Development now. Really, we can't thank you enough for your help, Zach. Hey, you have... Can you... Oh yeah, if you want. Now that we're mass-producing quality materia, the plan to shut us down has been completely scrapped, Zach. Truly, we couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much. Forget losing my job. They just gave me a big bonus. This is all thanks to you.
By giving him all 6 of those Mako stones, we get the Master Mako Stone Minor Trophy, and then we get to get a handful of materia as well that is all beneficial for us. So let's go ahead and leave this room. We're going to head out of here, and then we're going to go outside into the Loveless Avenue area, because we want to go talk to the Shinra soldier. We defeated all 6 of his missions earlier, and we get to get an item from him that is necessary for getting another trophy later on. So we'll go to the main entrance, and then we're going to head outside. You just have to run down the stairs, either on the right or the left-hand side, and then we're going to go out the main doors. When you go outside, then you'll want to turn toward the left when you get to that fountain ahead of you, and then that will take you into Loveless Ave. The soldier that you want to talk to is immediately to your right, so turn right, and then go and talk to him, and then you'll get another item that you need for a trophy.
It's been made clear. We lack the ability to defeat you. To keep losing to Soldier like this.
Hey, why is it that you hate Soldier so much? We at times fight alongside each other in battle. Why can't we just get along? None of Soldier's business. Is that it?
I wanted to defeat Soldier, to light a spark in my people. Common infantry are no match for Soldier. Because we have Soldier, infantrymen can take it easy. That's what I hear the young ones say every day. I just wanted to show them something. The pride of a defender of Midgar. But perhaps it's equally important to accept reality and face facts.
Security, Soldier, what's the difference? We both want to protect Midgar. We share that.
Quit your blathering! Typical Soldier arrogance! You don't need to point out to me what's obvious from the beginning.
Okay, I got it.
I've wasted too much of my time here. I'm leaving.
Hey, you! I never got your name.
Soldier, second class. Zach.
Zach. I'll remember that.
Our reward is Craftsman Monthly. Nothing we have to do with that right now. We're just going to hold on to it. So now that that's done, what we're going to do is actually head back into the Shinra building so that we can continue on our main mission. And when we get back inside the fountain area, we'll turn toward the right and then go down into this little alleyway. That'll take us to the Shinra building, and then we're just going to run up the stairs and into the back section so that we can go back toward the briefing room, and then we'll be able to move on. So here we go into the soldier floor that connects us to the briefing room. We just have to turn left and it's straight ahead of us here. Let's go on inside. Before we go inside, we're going to stop at the save point real quick and just make a quick save, and then we're going to go talk to Sung after that. At this point, with all the side quests, we've been playing for about 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 37 minutes to be more precise, and now we're going to go through the doors and talk to Sung on the other side to continue the main mission in the story. You'll get a dialogue option here, just say, "All ready to continue."
I see. Ready to go?
A routine job, right? No sweat.
I wonder. Originally, Sephiroth was assigned to this mission. That means it's a top priority matter. Be alert, or you'll fail.
And Sephiroth?
Refusing to go, apparently.
Oh, what is that? They spoil him too much.
Why don't you say that to his face?
No thanks. Weird trees.
Banora white trees. Or dumb apples.
That means this is Banora Village? Angeal's hometown?
Correct. Genesis and Angeel have known each other a long time.
Activating combat mode.
We're automatically put into a fight, but with all of our extra levels and the side missions we've done, these guys will go down in just a couple hits each.
These guys. I saw them in Wutai.
So they are here. We've seen no townspeople yet. They may have taken control of the whole town. When Genesis left, he took an arsenal along with him. Retrieve or destroy. Those are the President's strict orders.
Okay, no sweat.
Let's start running forward and we will automatically receive a mail from Consul. If you want to avoid a lot of the fights, just stick to the walls. It works just the same way as the missions that we've already accomplished. I was a little bit too far in the middle. Luckily, these guard hounds are also very easy just because of how powerful we are. The game expects us to be a much lower level than what we are at this point, so one magic spell or just a couple sword attacks will be enough to take out these enemies. And we'll continue running along the path until we see this big building here. There's a save point if you need it, but otherwise there's a big boss enemy ahead of us that we've already battled.
President's orders will be met.
Activating combat.
The guard spider is even easier than the arachno monster that we fought before. This guy, you can hit him with just a couple of firas. It's going to do lots of damage to him. His weak spot is in the back, but I don't even need that because I got the Tonberry who's going to come to my aid, and he's going to defeat the guard spider for me. Good job, Tonberry.
A Genesis copy.
Where did you hear that?
Sephiroth said it.
The technology was stolen from our scientists.
Huh?
It apparently allows Genesis's abilities and traits to be transplanted. the soldier members and monsters.
Soldier and monsters? We're the same?
If you get too close to the guard spider, then Sung has a little dialogue for you, but actually behind the guard spider against the fence is going to be a treasure chest with an X potion in it. So we're going to grab that and then run over to the save point real quick. We're just going to run through it and then proceed up the hill next to Sung. This will take us into the Banora area.
This is Genesis's home. His parents are wealthy landowners.
But I never stole from that tree, because the wealthy man's son was my friend.
They weren't mere acquaintances. They grew up together and were best friends.
So Genesis deserts and gets his best friend Angeal to join him. Is that it?
Sephiroth believes that's the case. There. A gravestone, still very new. Zack, go find Angeal's house. I'll check the grave.
Ugh. So Turks always do this stuff?
Someone has to do it.
Must be rough.
Don't worry. We're paid much better than you are.
No way!
Zack, go find Angeal's house. It should be over there. It's likely already in enemy hands. Be careful.
Starting off, we're going to turn left, run around Sung, and then we can find a hidden treasure chest over here. We can open that up and grab a high potion, and then we're going to run back across the way and continue on down the hill into the town. All the mechanical enemies around here are weak to electricity in particular, but we can take it out with a fire no problem as well. Run down here and you'll get a little cutscene.
Let's see. Angeal's house is... somewhere. All right, I'll just have to check each one.
The game tells you about these hidden items around the area. They're just these illuminated spots that glow orange. We can check them out now, but we can't collect them yet. We'll collect them later on. It's very important that you interact with all 5 of them at this point, otherwise you won't be able to get a trophy. So run forward from that starting point. The one that it showed you will be right there. And then what you want to do is go around the house and open up this treasure chest to get a remedy. We're going to run over by this well, and just on the other side is another illuminated spot. Let's go ahead and step on that, and then we will have this one locked in for later. We're going to turn toward the right. This is Angeal's house next to us by the wood pile. We'll step on another illuminated spot in the back corner here, and then that will lock that one in. Now we're going to go inside of Angeal's house. If you want to grab the save point there, you can. There's no real reason to go in any of these houses right now, so instead we're just going to go into Angeal's house right next to that illuminated spot for a cutscene.
Can I help you?
Greetings, ma'am. Are you Angeal's mother? My name is Zack.
Are you Zack, the puppy?
Excuse me?
My son wrote to me once about you. 0 attention span. Restless as a little puppy.
Thanks, Angeal.
You're not here together with Genesis, are you?
No, I'm not. Don't worry.
What is happening with my son?
I'm not really sure.
Genesis came back here a month ago with an army of cohorts.
and they proceeded to take the lives of many townspeople. Genesis, he used to be such a good boy.
Is Angeal...
He came here, but he left his sword and went off somewhere. That sword represents our family's honor.
I see. No wonder. He never uses this sword, really, ever. I'll take care of Angeal. You should go and hide somewhere.
Don't be concerned. Genesis cannot harm me.
Now it's time to leave Angeal's house. It's just right behind us, so we'll go out the door, and then we'll continue on with our mission.
Angeal, where did you go? What? Genesis copies.
We have another fight against some pretty weak enemies. Just go ahead, take out these G assassins. They only take a couple hits in a combo to take down, and then we'll be moving on with an automatic cutscene.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
There's a factory on the outskirts. I saw a Genesis copy go in.
You think it might be their HQ?
I do. I'm on a cliff overlooking the factory. The best way in is from above. Come to the cliff top now.
We've already collected 3 of those shiny spots. There are 2 more remaining. Let's run straight ahead and then by these boxes, there's going to be a shiny spot on the ground. If you get into a fight, just eliminate it quickly and then run over and step onto the shiny spot next to these crates and the barrel. Once that's done, we have 4 out of 5. There's only 1 more. We're going to turn right and then go up the path. Sung is waiting for us up here. We do automatically get 1 mail from Lazard, so we can read that one later on. And then we're going to continue up here toward the left. There's going to be a treasure chest we can open that contains an MP up materia. And the final shiny spot is right by these rocks here. So this is the 5th spot. Remember where they are, or, just follow my directions a little bit later on, because we'll have to collect them very quickly. The 2 mail that we got is apples from Kunzel as well as Lazard's Our New Direction. We'll mark those as red, and then what we want to do is to continue along the path, and we're going to go over by where Sung is, and we're going to go have a chat with him.
Genesis's parents were in that grave.
Wait, his own family?
We can't expect reason from him. What about Angeal?
He wasn't at the house. But please, give me time. If I find Angeal, I can talk to him. If I can convince Angeal, maybe Genesis will come back too.
I understand now why Sephiroth chose you.
Huh?
Genesis and Angeal. Those 2 were Sephiroth's only friends. He didn't want to fight them. That's why he refused the mission.
Well, Angeal is my friend too.
He's counting on you to bring them both back. Time is short. Let's go.
Made it in. No problem.
Go on ahead. I've got your back.
Here's another easy fight that we're automatically put into, but we can take these guys out without any problem whatsoever.
Conflict resolved.
Zach, this way. Keep sharp.
At this point, we're going to turn left and then follow the catwalk around all the way to the far side. There's a treasure chest waiting for us way in the back that we can open up, and we're going to get some gil, precisely 500 gil. Then we're going to run back along the catwalk, just hug the left side on the fence, and then you're going to go all the way down the stairs in this area. There's going to be probably a fight in this area. Just take it out. You don't have to worry about expending too much magic because we're going to get another save point before anything important happens. So we're going to make it down to the bottom section for another quick cutscene and a fight.
Activating combat mode.
Just like before, we can take out these enemies really quickly with either our melee attacks or by using magic. Doesn't really matter what you do here, just take it out quickly. We'll be able to heal after this and get all of our resources back. So go crazy doing whatever you want to eliminate these enemies as quickly as possible.
Better run for it.
Concentrate.
I'm feeling it.
Conflict
Oh,
resolved.
yeah.
Zach, this way.
Before following Sung directly, you can actually stick over toward the left side. There's going to be a treasure chest back here by these boxes. So open that up, and then that's going to get you an elixir. Now we're going to follow Sung through these doors. Immediately to your left, there's going to be another treasure chest that you can open up for a remedy. Now go through the door for a cutscene.
This is where the copies are made. Go upstairs. Genesis may be there.
As promised, there's a save point right here. You don't have to save it at this point, even though I do. We're going to save it again in just a moment. So instead of making 2 saves, just hold off on this one and then make a save in a minute. Run through the door for a cutscene.
Infinite in mystery is the gift of the goddess. We seek it thus and take to the sky. Ripples form on the water's surface. The wandering soul knows no rest. Settle down, Zach the puppy.
The grave at the house. We found the remains of our people there as well.
It didn't take much to have them send false reports. Just some mild threats.
They would have done that anyway. At least your parents would have.
My parents betrayed me. They had always betrayed me from the very beginning. What do you know?
Shit, relax, dogs.
Welcome, partner. I see. You finally made your decision. I'll respect your wishes, old friend. However, can you really live on that side?
Angeal!
Now is the time that you want to make a save, because in just a moment there's going to be an opportunity to earn another trophy through a minigame, and it's very missable if you don't do it properly, so we'll have this save just to back up in case things go wrong. Let's continue on here for another cutscene.
Damn! Where is he? Did he leave the factory?
There's no time. We have to leave now.
Wait, we're gonna give up the search?
We can't leave any evidence. An airstrike has been called. Are you sure nobody is at Angeal's house?
Angeal's house!
Hurry!
When you make it outside, turn immediately toward your left and you're going to run around the building. There's a treasure chest right here. We can open it up and we can grab an X potion. Now we're going to continue down the path until we get a cutscene, and then that's when our mini game is going to begin that we have to do properly to get another trophy.
Genesis has begun shelling the town.
Oh man, what do we do now?
Use timely sword strikes to destroy shells.
What?
It can't be too fast or too slow. Keep focus. Same routine as before. Are you ready?
I have to be.
Pay close attention to the fuse sound and the shell color. That's all the advice I can give you.
Fuse sound?
This sound. Keep your ears open. The sound will indicate the right time to attack. Watch for the shell's color change too. I'm counting on you.
Fuse sound and color, huh? I have to get to Angeal's mom quickly.
In this minigame, to get the trophy, you need to slash 10 shells in a row, that's all 10 of them, and destroy them when they get close. There's a little cue that you can use. Number 1, it will turn red, and the place that it's going to do that for the first 9 shells is right about the time that the shell gets to the bush in the background. So when it gets close to you, kind of near where your sword is, or where the bush is, that's when you want to slash it. So do that 9 times in a row. The 10th one is a lot trickier though, because the camera angle changes. What you want to look for there is when it looks like the shell is kind of in line with the top of Zack's head, where it visually looks like he's kind of getting hit by that shell. That's when you want to press square, and then you'll be able to do that 10th slash in a row. I just did a little freeze frame here so you can see it more easily, but right about the time that that shell is in line with his head, hit that, and then you'll have done all 10 in a row. And for doing that, you also get the Slicing Soldier trophy.
The shelling has stopped. I've just received word. The airstrike is commencing. Hurry.
I hope she's all right. Gotta find her. Now.
Time to earn another trophy. We'll have just a short time to run around this area and grab all of those hidden items on the ground. The first one is by the stack of boxes on our left, and then we're going to continue up the hill until we get to the top, then run straight ahead toward the rock pile, and we'll grab the shiny spot up here. Now turn around and go back down the hill. We're going to run all the way to the bottom, and then turn left. This will take us back into town where Angeal's house is. Don't go in the house though, instead go over toward the well, grab the shiny spot here, then go left and grab the shiny spot by the wood piles. Finally, run across the plaza and grab the shiny spot next to this house with these wooden barrels. Once all 5 have been collected, then sprint over toward Angeal's house to go inside and complete the minigame.
After some deliberation, I've managed to buy a little more time. Go do whatever needs to be done.
Thank you, Tsung.
Those shells are Shinra products too, so you'll be rewarded for destroying evidence of the company's involvement.
We get 1,000 gil plus an additional 500 because we did all of those shells perfectly, and we also get a bunch of items. Those are all the shiny things we collect on the ground, plus the Banora Treasures trophy by getting all 5 of them before the timer ran out. Now let's go inside the house for a cutscene.
What the hell did you do, Angeal? Is that your idea of honor?
My mother could not continue to live, and neither can her son.
What are you talking about? What's going on here?
I told you. You can't live on that side anymore.
Angeal! Angeal!
My friend, do you fly away now? To a world that abhors you and I?
Shut up!
All that awaits
Shut
you
up! I'm
is a
warning you!
somber morrow, no matter where the winds may blow. I don't see Sephiroth today, but are you game?
A summon! Damn it!
Activating combat mode.
The final boss of the chapter is Bahamut. It likes to fly up in the air and then crash down. If you're too close to where he lands, then you'll take a little bit of damage. Laser orbs will just shoot some stuff out. You can either try to dodge it or just block it. That'll negate a lot of the damage. If you're very close to him, his body can actually block some of those laser orbs, so staying in close to him can be beneficial. But otherwise, we're just going to spam a bunch of magic his way, and that's going to do a lot of damage to him. Very easy fight overall, especially considering how leveled up we are at this point, and we can take him out without much issue at all.
Conflict resolved.
Summons aren't meant to be used like this. What happened to dreams and honor?
We are monsters. We have neither dreams nor honor.
Soldier doesn't mean monster. Angeal.
And with that, we've completed Chapter 2, as well as all of the necessary side content, and we got all of the missable trophies along the way. We got the We're Not Monsters trophy for completing the chapter, and we're prompted to save the game. So let's go ahead and do that. Once again, I would recommend putting that as its own save slot. And we come in at a time of 3 hours and 8 minutes, so just over 3 hours to do everything we need to do in the first 2 chapters. And that's going to do it for this part. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed it, and also leave me a comment down below letting me know what you enjoy about this series, and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future. I'll see you soon for Chapter 3 in Part 3 of this guide. Until then, thanks for watching and have a good day.